Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Demolition Hound in the newly buffed Gustav Carl. They gave this a pretty solid overhaul. They gave it auxiliary power level 2, which gives it, a fair amount of, an insane amount, in fact, of damage reduction if it takes what would otherwise be a kill shot when it has, I think, more than 1,000 health left. They also gave it 20 extra points of melee defense, and also just overall damage increases and an improved version of enhanced tackle that has the double tackle skill built in. And of course it still has active guard. So yeah, this was always designed to be a very tanky mobile suit, and it is even tankier now than it was. Which is good, because Demo's running the cost 700 one, and it is Wing Zero City out here in space. I would like to get that. I did not have the tokens. I will not have the tokens for Tallgeese 3 either, so if I get either of those, it will be a piece of luck. But, oh, good counter there. The Moon Gundam was trying to swing on him, but he caught it. And, yeah, decent damage from the melee as well. Caught that suit, and... yeah, good use of the active guard there. Somebody else finished off the Moon Gundam. That is fine. Yeah, this is... I haven't run the Gustav Carl in space possibly ever. But yeah, the Zeong, of course, is here too. That also got buffed this past week, so I want to give that a shot when I can. Yep, and there's the rolling buster rifle move, which... it's kind of funny to go into AB rooms right now because you have the enhanced double Zetas with their, gigantic heavy attacks, and the Wing Zero Customs with their rolling buster rival basically kind of competing to see who can take out the most of the enemy team as quickly as possible. But yeah, like I said, would not mind getting Wing Zero. Really would like Tallgeese 3, and yeah. It, however, of course, can wait. So far, Demo's team doing really well, 5,060 to 900. Yep, level 4 Zeong. I forget what the Zeong's buffs are specifically, but just... I don't remember the last time I saw anybody run the thing, just because, yeah, it was very much, out of date. It was a relatively early mobile suit. I want to say it was the third Psychomu mobile suit that was introduced after the Bishop and the Psychomu Zaku. So yeah, very, very early. And, as you may have seen us talking about, yeah, the early stuff could definitely use some help at this point. Probably not going to be an episode of that series from Salty and I this week. We're both just kind of a little under the weather and recuperating, I think. But we're definitely going to do it again because the response has been really nice. Thanks to everybody who watched that and who took time to comment, because yeah, it's. I think we all would like to see some changes, especially to the older suits, and also some, and have our own ideas about it. So, yeah, I think that's working out pretty well. I'm happy with it. Let's see, that unicorn took a lot of damage, which ideal. And yeah, I think Demo there was below the auxiliary power threshold, so got taken out by the awakened unicorn. When that kicks in, you take just like absolute peanuts for damage from just about anything. I think I posted a video already where I was trying to take out a Gustav Carl and its auxiliary power was kicking in, and I was doing like somewhere between 3 and 30 damage a hit. Just nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure the numbers were low enough that you can get similar numbers from the machine gun on a Wappa. That's how much, the damage reduction on auxiliary power, how effective it is, but it's also very short. So basically, it's basically a local man too angry to die, and if you have an opportunity to make good use of that, great, and if not, you can at least hopefully get a shot in on something while you're still there. But yeah, okay. Now, looks like the other Wing Zero decided to focus on something else. Okay, now it's coming around, but luckily, Demo's team's Hainu was paying attention to it. Yeah, so That is 2 wing zeros in a row and an assist on something else. So yeah, this is this is going extraordinarily well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to give the Gustav Carl a go. Like I think I've said before, it took me forever to figure out that active guard works a lot better if you actually just take your thumb off of the left stick. I kind of this is a game where I kind of feel like always being in motion is generally a good thing. So actually forcing myself to stand still and use that skill kind of it takes a little bit of forethought and discipline for me because it just it's kind of at odds with how I play otherwise. So which again I like a game like this that has different play styles depending on the mobile suit. There's the auxiliary power. Yeah, and you can see, Demo is about to run out of health, but it took them some doing to actually do him in. I think probably if they'd hit his active guard while he was in auxiliary power, they probably would have had it down to like single digits on the damage they were doing. Hard to say, but yeah. Like I said, I need to practice more with the active guard suits because they are pretty interesting and just a different thing. Pallas Athena also got buffed, and its defense mode is now more practical. I understand. So yeah, that's another one I haven't run in forever. So be nice to take a look at. I don't know if they sped up the back missiles or not. Those things are absolutely devastating if you can land enough of them. But yeah, I'll have to take a look at the buffs for that sometime soon and see if I can get anything. See, nice job by Demo and the Hainu just not missing each other with the fighting that Zeong. That is really difficult to do. And let's see. Yep, chasing down this unicorn, which is the focus of some support fire, which hopefully will actually. I was about to say, hopefully will actually take effect before the iframes happen. They did not, but you can see it probably would have been obliterated if it did not have the iframes there. Kind of a catch-22 as support fire frequently is, because if Demo hadn't downswung it, it might have taken the damage, but very much more likely it would have just escaped from the area of effect without issue. So, but he was able to keep on it and take it down, so that is kind of the important part. Getting it done, getting the kills. That's kind of what the thing is. So, yeah, it looks like, yeah, Demo's team has this in the bag. If the enemy team weren't here, they could probably destroy the enemy base, but there's other things to worry about. And yeah, they're also not going to have time to take Demo down either. So, yeah, good round. That is definitely definitely an improvement, I think, for the Gustav Carl. So. Let's take a look at stats. Top diversions and top score. Very nice. Let's see. I think the Hainu managed to take top damage, but not by very much. Very nice. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Thank you for the round demo. I appreciate it. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, yeah, so at level 1, the Gustav Carl got 20 more melee resistance. It went from 15 to 35, and the upper levels also got more. The auxiliary power level 2 skill was given. Frontline support system level 1 was adjusted to level 2, so your teammates spawn 10% faster for you being on the field. I think just for existing in general. Enhanced Tackle level 5 is now level 7, which has Instant Thruster Precision System level 1 built in. Level 2 also went from level Enhanced Tackle 6 to 7. Got 1 extra slot each in the close and mid-range part slots, and 2 in the long-range part slots. So it went from 24-15-9 at level 1 to 25-16-11. Also got another level of special leg buffer going from level 3 to 4. Power on the beam rifle went from 2,000 to 2,800, and it got another round of ammo, so 6 instead of 5. Not bad at all. Grenades went from 1100 to 1600, again, with upper levels being enhanced, as always. And its Sturmfaust, the club, went from 2400 damage to 3000. So, yeah, significantly stronger weapons, everything except the bazooka, which it shares with the Jagan, I believe. So, yeah. And it's kind of interesting because the Gustav Carl was not that, you know, the rival win rate was not good at level 1, but it was not that far off on the overall win rate. 48.3 is the average for 650 generals. It was at 46.1. Below average, but definitely seen worse over the years. Rival win rate, however, the average for generals is 46.6% at 650, and it was at 32. So yeah, it was also way below the damage average, which is 83k at 650, and it was down to 57. And MS losses were also up significantly. 3.1 is the average, and 3.3 was where the Karl was. So, yeah, level 2 stats a little bit better, but still very much lower on damage. And better win rate, though. It was within like 1.5% more or less of the general type average at 700. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give this a shot because, like I said, just never gelled with me before. But I'd like to give it another try.